Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back. It is episode 5 and today I will be going over the advanced settings. Now again, you want to right click your NPC, go to advanced. Now there's a lot of options that you can go through. The first one is no role. This is a role that your character can do, that you can set up the dialogues to choose this, if you want your dialogue to go to this or not. For dialogues and quests, I will be doing it in the global. Alright, first off, you can set your NPC to trade. You can edit them. I will give me a second. Now when you're in the screen, you're... Really? Stupid glitch. That's one thing Nopes needs to fix. Again, when you're in this screen, and of course I accidentally dropped it again. See, I don't know why it does that, it's so annoying. But anyway, in order to do trading, whatever this item is, this is the item you need to buy this. I want everybody to remember that. This is what you need to buy these. Now you're able to have a certain amount, so you can't do everything on there. Now, the next one is follower. Select edit. You can choose what they say when you hire them. Now keep in mind, I forgot what these are called. No, just call them enhanced parentheses, or whatever, brackets, whatever. You do those with the days in the middle. They'll say how many days that you can hire it for, and this is the amount of days that you can do. So if you give him a stone block, he'll do it for 1 day. Give him this, you can set it to 10 days. Once he's following you, pick up the stuff. You right click on him, you give him a grass block, and you hire him. And he follows you anywhere you go. When you right click him, it will show you can hire him for more days. It will show how much health he has and how many days he has left. You can have him waiting or following. Although I do not know how long he will follow you. Like, you cannot unhire him or fire him. Next up is the bank. You have to go into global settings for this, which I am going to right now, even though I said I was going to talk about this later. For the banks, you're able to have your own default bank. When you have this right here, you already have one bank. If you want a new tab, you have to put how much gold or what you have to use to buy it. You can either choose to can upgrade or can upgrade, or upgraded, can upgraded. And that's the upgrade cost. Now you can do this 6 times. You start off with one bank open, and then so on and so on. The transporter, when you discover it. The transporter, I will get back to you on that because this is something that I have not figured out. So I will get back to you in a later video after number 6. And then there's no more other roles. Although I could have swore there was another one, but I'm wrong. For the jobs, you can either have Bard, which when you go to edit, you can select what music you want him to sing. You can also play it if you want, if you want to see what it is. You can have him either wielding a banjo, violin, or guitar, or harp. You can either have him to where when you walk near him, he'll start playing, or just randomly play in the background. And you can have it to where how far you have to be away from him for it to just turn on, and how far you have to wait till it turns off. Healer is basically when you're in range of the person, he will start healing you slowly, and the higher the number, the faster he'll heal you. And I'm pretty sure there's a limit on this. I believe it's 10, no, it's 20. So you can use this as a guy, as a healer that just follows you around and heals you all the time if you wanted to. A guard, he will just stand around unless you have him walking around. You can either set him to attack animals or not attack animals, to attack monsters or do not attack monsters, and if you want him to attack creepers or not. And if you have any other mods, or if you want him to attack villagers, you can set that as well. Item giver, when you do a quest, or if you talk to him, you're able to set it to where he says something, and then after that he'll give you either a random item, and all items in his inventory, or an item that you do not own. And these are the items that you, like, if you want him to give you a stone, you have to put it in here. And the cooldown is how long you have to wait before you get another one, unless you want to change it to only give once daily, or just back to a timer. Now, and keep in mind where it says brackets, player brackets, that means that it will talk to you. It'll say your name, like mine's iFatAce, so it'll say that. And then last is boss, which all it is, it will just have the bar with the name right above it at the top. Factions. Again, you do have to go into global, but I will talk about that later. You do not have these, obviously. You just have aggressive, friendly, and neutral at the start. If you're playing this on an older map that you had custom NPCs on there before, it's going to mess up, and everything will be friendly to you, because when you go into global, it will show you that you have points more than just what you're supposed to have. And I will get to that closer, but when you want a certain NPC, if you set him to aggressive, just on here, he will attack you. If you set him to a friendly, you can't attack him and he can't attack you. Neutral, that you can attack him, but if you attack him, he will attack you back. But they will not attack you unless you attack them first. And attack hostile factions, if you have it to where it's like the Imperials and the Nords, sorry, I'm referencing Skyrim. If you want them to have something like that, to where they attack each other if they're nearby, you can set it to where they will attack their hostile factions. And if you want them to defend other faction members, you can. And you can choose whether, if this NPC on death, he'll give you, or either decrease or increase points to any faction that you want. As for dialogues, you're able to choose whether, I believe this is still broken, but when you choose a dialogue, you go to ask about a villager. I don't know why it shows up here when I select it up here. As soon as you do that, click on that, you right click them, and you'll have this. I will get more into dialogue and quest in the next video, which will probably be the longest video that I have. Then lastly, sounds. Living sound is the like normal sound you hear when you hear a cow mooing or a chicken clucking. Angry sounds is when you hear an enderman attacking you. And then hurt sounds when it gets hit. Death sounds, obviously. And then when you hear it walking around, that's what you can change the sound to. Now the sound itself, again, just like when you go to, when you choose if you're doing an arrow or a magic shot, you're able to choose what sound it makes. In here, again, it's the same thing. You can either go to custom NPC sounds or Minecraft sounds, and then you have ambient, damage, dig, fire. If you wanted to have it to stepping, you just go to here and you can choose. So yeah. If you really wanted to, you can just say go up. I think it was no. I'm trying to remember. I believe it was random. Explode. So if you set the person to wandering, you'll now walk around and making explosions. If he ever walks around sometime today, please. You probably guys can't see either. Come on, walk around. You're a dick. And I just lied. Look at that. There we go. But yeah, I hope you get that idea. So yes, I will be back and I will cover everything in the global as best as I can. See you next episode.